Hi, Taurus. This reading that I'm going to do for you is about healing. This is from the spiritual realm. It can be your ancestors, your loved ones that are there, angels, guardian angels, your higher self, all positive energies, but that are coming through for you to help you see potentially what it is that needs to be healed and how to heal it. We're going to start by taking a few letters and putting them out here because there might be meaning for you. Now, I don't look, so I don't know, but we'll take a quick look and see what we come up with, okay? All right, put these aside, and now let's see what we have. Oh, a Q and a Y. Well, that's a great start. And a J. Oh, my goodness. Okay. E, another E, and an O. Well, there's joy. Now, if you see any letters or words here that make sense to you, that's what these are supposed to be for. You know, maybe you're looking for joy in your life, or you know a person named Joy. Anyway, so these are here for you to look through and see if you find any names or words or abbreviations, you know, that have meaning for you. All right. Okay. Now what I'm planning on doing is taking one card from this pile to see what the spiritual side is saying is for you, okay? And then we're going to take some other cards to go with that to see if maybe we can find some answers, how to move forward, etc. So please only take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. And it is quite possible this could just resonate with a few of you. I don't know. Okay. And you might check your other placements for a more complete picture, or if this doesn't resonate with you, and that'd be Sun, Moon, Rising, potentially Venus. All right, here we go. Forgiveness. Holding on to resentment and anger is preventing or even suffocating your spiritual growth. Resentment is one of the strongest and most damaging of human emotions. The act of forgiveness in its own right is equally incredibly powerful, and it has the capacity to heal and transform. It truly does. Okay, so it looks like there's some forgiveness that, you know, you need to deal with here. And I can tell you, I think everybody can, even you know for sure, that forgiveness heals the person doing the forgiving. Because if you're harboring a lot of challenging emotions, that hurts you, not the other person or people, okay? So yeah, it looks like there's somebody, something that you need to forgive. Okay, let's get a few more cards to see what your loved ones would like to share. Illumination. Yeah. Okay, let's get a couple more. Stop. And one more. Isolation. All right. And at the bottom of the deck, we have trust. So your loved ones are saying there's something that you need to forgive. Okay? It's going to bring about illumination. Or potentially something in this reading will. Or you will discover it in the process of forgiving. And I'm sure this stop is saying stop holding a grudge. Or stop harboring ill feelings. And really, this is for you. It can also be for the other party involved, but it's really for you, because holding on to grudges, it just holds you down, okay? Isolation. This could be how you've been feeling. And it's saying, have trust. Okay, so let's go ahead and get a couple other oracle cards, and then we're going to get some tarot to see what enlightenment we can find from that. All right. And I truly hope this helps. Buffalo Spirit, the abundant universe will provide. Okay. And it will. So if you've been feeling maybe a sense of lack, please know that the universe will provide. And at the bottom of the deck, you have turn knowledge into wisdom, which I think is a very important thing to do. That's, we go through lessons, we spend our life learning. And if you can take whatever situation, learn from that, and turn it into wisdom, it will help you a lot throughout your life. Know what to do, know what not to do. Okay. Let's get one more from the wisdom of the oracle. Chop wood. Okay. All right. And at the bottom of the deck from that, you have observer. And this is saying to take the time to kind of zoom out and see the bigger picture. That's going to help you. And maybe remove your emotions. Look at this bigger picture. And then, of course, put your emotions back in. But you will most likely get a different perspective. One that should prove to be very helpful. Okay, now here, chop wood, what this is saying is it's not time to make big decisions. It's time to go within, I'm sure. Do smaller things, ones that aren't really super consequential. Like don't go buy a house, things like that. Clean your house, do crafts, whatever it is that you like to do. Chores around the house, things like that, so you can have the space in your mind and your heart to focus on healing this. All right. Now let's go ahead and get a few more cards to see what we can clarify, or what the clarifications are. Let's get a card for illumination. Three of Swords. Okay. The way I'm feeling about this is the Three of Swords can talk about being hurt, or about not seeing things clearly. And that would really fit well with this, because this is illumination. So it could be that somebody has done something, or a situation happened. It could even be within yourself, but that it was hurtful. It could also be that you weren't seeing something clearly. Like the clouds on a traditional deck, there are clouds here. And you might not have been able to see something clearly because there was something between you and what was really going on. So you could only see part of it, or a skewed view of it. And so this is saying it's time to get out of this energy, and you will be able to do that by finding the illumination. In other words, seeing the truth. And that one card I just pulled a moment ago about being an observer, that would fit in here beautifully. Look at the bigger picture, and then see if you still have the same interpretation of whatever has happened to where you're having an issue forgiving. Okay? Now let's see what comes out for stop. Okay. Stop. And you have the Ten of Swords. That's an ending. Okay? And it's saying you need to have this ending. You need to stop whatever this is. Let it go. And with this particular ending, what will happen most likely is if you do let this go, you'll feel this huge sense of relief. It's like getting that 100-pound weight off of your back. Okay? You'll feel lighter, you'll feel better, and it can say that whatever happened to cause you to be in this situation, there can be some challenging emotions with it. And, work through those, deal with that, and then let them go. Just shake it off, do what you need to do to heal, and then let it go. But there might not be challenging emotions, but there will definitely be relief. Okay? So this is saying, stop. Stop this. Let it go and go to your happiness. And by you stopping this, you will feel a lot of relief. Okay? Let's get a card for isolation. Whoa. Okay, now that card flew right over here on forgiveness, and illumination, and the hurt. All right. It is a Six of Cups. That is a card of nostalgia. And typically, it talks about having these warm memories. But in this case, it looks like they aren't warm. It looks like, this is something from the past that you're carrying on with. And it could be from the recent past. It could be, because of this card, from years ago. And if you are carrying this burden of not forgiving somebody for years, that is a very heavy weight. It's hard enough to not forgive something for a few weeks, much less potentially years. And it can feel very isolating. Really, what I'm kind of getting from this is that it's been a big burden on you. And when you go through this act of forgiving, you will feel so much better. And yeah, it could be something that was really challenging that happened. But it is done. It is in the past. The potential exists, because this is a general reading, that whatever happened, you're still feeling the effects of today. I don't know. Only you will know. But by continuing to hold a grudge of some sort, it's only harming you. All right? So, the act of forgiveness can help the other person or situation or yourself, whatever it was, but it will definitely help you to find your happiness, to go forward. This card has care, love, and it is, on the good side, a beautiful card to get. But it's on isolation. So I am feeling that something from the past has made you feel very alone. And it could be very distant. But it almost doesn't really matter. I mean, of course it matters to you, whatever happened. But try to see it from more of an observer's point of view. Take your emotions out for a moment and see if you can get a different perspective, because that will help a lot. But even if you have the same perspective, you want to get out of this isolation. You want the illumination, okay? So you do need to stop and forgive. That will help you. Here, having trust in the situation. Let's go ahead and get a card for trust. And you see in the middle of that trust is a heart. Here is a hurt heart. here is a happy heart. Okay? So by letting go of whatever it was, you're going to be changing this hurt heart into a happy heart. Page of Swords. Okay. Yeah, this is, it's a learning energy. And it's one where you're bringing in the wisdom, bringing in the clear seeing. And it has a, potential for communication, but it's definitely learning, wanting to start something new. So, by you going through this and trusting that forgiving whatever it was is going to help you, it will. It will make your heart very happy. This will be gone when the illumination comes in. And when you allow whatever happened, the emotional, spiritual, mental part of it to end, you let it go and you go for your happiness. It will take you out of the isolation, out of the resentment, and into love and trust and seeing clearly and the ability to go forward with your life. Okay, let's get a card for Buffalo Spirit. The abundant universe will provide. A Tower. Okay, so what I'm feeling with this is this could very well be a tower moment for you, which means abrupt change. Okay? And by going through this change, you're opening up to the abundant universe. You're letting the universe come in to help you. All right? Now let's get a card for Chalkwood. Okay. Yeah, by you not taking, a lot of action on big important decisions, but taking the time to focus on this, deal with this, you're going to be bringing in the balance. And it's also saying whatever you need during this time, to help you with this process, it's going to be provided to you. There will be balance here. Okay. Oh, and look at the bottom of the deck. You have the Ten of Wands. So here's an ending, here's an ending. This one, like I said, can have an element of emotions with it, right? But both of these are saying, let it go, let it end. This one is, you see they're carrying this heavy, heavy weight, right? By putting an end to that, you're dropping the burdens, you're dropping this heavy weight, and you're doing that here as well. So you have both cards of let it go. This is all about forgiveness of something, somebody, even potentially yourself. By letting this go, it's going to bring in the illumination. It's going to, lighten your life. But you do need to really work through it. And it could take you a minute. It could take you weeks. It's all up to you. But do remember, the act of really forgiving is going to benefit you greatly. You will no longer feel this heavy, heavy burden, okay? Or feel isolated. Trust will be able to come back into your life. And remember, in the middle of this trust is this heart. So you'll be going from a hurt heart to a trusting, happy heart. Okay? And to accomplish this, start on that path. Let the light come in, and the understanding and the wisdom. Okay? And then down here, it might take a tower to do it. So that's just saying a quick change. And the way I'm feeling about this is the decision to forgive. Okay? And by you taking the time to focus on this and not other things, I get a feeling this is not going to be a long process, but it's going to create a major change within you, okay? For the better, definitely. Okay, let's see what the angels would like to share. The situation will improve. Yeah, by you taking action on this, the situation will definitely improve. And at the bottom of the deck, we're going to go ahead and take this one. It says communicate clearly. And I do think that's really important as well. And not just communicating with anybody and everybody, but communicate clearly with yourself, right? Don't try to skew things. Be honest with yourself, okay? And if you feel, this is totally up to you, if you feel it's important, say, to talk to the other person, if that's what's going on, then fine. If you do, communicate clearly. But you don't have to, say if it was somebody that did something to you, you don't have to communicate with them about it if you choose not to. But it definitely needs to be an internal change. You have to communicate clearly to yourself, okay? Let's see what the universe would like to share. And this can be advice, confirmation, anything that they feel you need to know that's for your benefit. All right. The Emperor. Okay. This can have a few different meanings as well. This is saying there's much power, much strength here. Lots of strong decision-making skills. You know, because the Emperor makes big decisions all the time. So it could be saying that, you know, for you, it's going to take strength to go ahead and do this. But that you have the strength to do this. So that kind of equals it out a little, right? Let's get another card. Knight of Swords. All right, here you have the Page of Swords. Here you have the Knight of Swords. All knights are going for their goal. And the Knight of Swords is the fastest knight in the deck. And so they want to go for their goal quickly. And here you have a very fast energy. The Tower is a quick change, an abrupt change. And here, this knight is wanting to go for their goal very fast. So it could be saying that either you want to, or it's in your best interest to just get this done and over with so you can go on with your life, you know, in your happiness. Okay, let's get another one. Okay, yeah, you have the Eight of Swords. And what that is saying is it's your thoughts, your emotions that have you kind of wound up tight, you know, like you feel stuck. You know, how do you get out of this? And this is trying to help you with that. So what I said earlier about, you know, this probably doesn't affect if it's another person or other people. You know, they might not even know that you have these challenging emotions. You know it, and you know it very well. So this is easy to get out of. Just untie that little tie. Let it go. Put an end to it. Let go of the burdens, right? Let go of the hurt heart by having this illumination that when you let it go, you will feel much lighter, much better, and you'll be able to trust Get out of that isolation you've been in. You know, and allowing the universe to be here to help you, right? So bring in the balance. And by all means, if you can go through this quickly, that's what I would do. Holding on to challenging emotions harms you, right? And at the bottom of the deck, you have victory. So what this is saying is if you go through here and forgive whatever it was, situation, person, yourself, whatever it was, you go through this and you forgive them, you're going to be victorious. And from what I can see here, this victory will bring in freedom for you. That's the big word I'm getting, is freedom. You won't feel isolated. You won't feel heavy laden, right? You won't feel the need to create this change because it will be gone. It's in the past. The situation will improve. To me, that's almost an understatement because you're going to feel free. Okay? Let's get a few charms and see what we find out. Close out this reading. Okay. Growth. Growth will come in by you going through this and turning the knowledge into wisdom. You will know how to better handle this, any kind of situation like this in the future. You have a person, a child. So what that is making me feel is this energy, that this has been going on for a long time. Yeah, you don't need to carry around that weight for a long time. You need to be free from that, okay? You have the moon. And the moon says a few different things. One, use your intuition to help you with this. It will guide you correctly. Your intuition is there for you, for your benefit, okay? So use your intuition to help you through this. And it can also say that there is something that you haven't seen, you know, that was either hidden from you, or like I mentioned earlier with this, that there could have been fog in the way or clouds in the way, something in the way that you couldn't see the big picture. And the card that came out about being an observer, yeah, zoom out to get the bigger picture and it will come to light. And you don't know if you haven't been able to see. There might potentially be nothing to forgive. You know, everybody's situation is different. And you have the Eiffel Tower. And a few things about the Eiffel Tower. One, it was not built in a day. It's something that people revel at, you know. It's beautiful. It's huge. What I think this is saying in your situation is it has taken a long time, you know, to get into this position. So if you go through this and you forgive, be proud of yourself, you know, because it wasn't an easy task. But the rewards from going through this and forgiving is going to be absolutely awesome. It really will, especially if this has been going on for many years. The freedom and the lightheartedness to be you without all that weight, it's going to be awesome. Yeah, definitely victory is here for you. Okay, thank you so much. I truly hope this helps. And don't forget, here's joy. Okay? Waiting for you. Thank you so much. And I really hope this helps. Much love. Bye.